welcome back to another event vlog. Today we are on our way to SmashCon. We are just fueling up at the petrol station at the moment, and we are on our way into the city. Today I am dressed up as Mitsuri. I am wearing these bright green contacts, but they are really irritating my eyes for some reason. I think it's the green glare that I get anytime I'm in the sun. So basically I'm gonna wear them for a photo shoot this morning, and then when we actually go into the convention I'll probably take them out. But I think I look cute. It came together all right. I sewed down some like leggings to the socks so they don't fall down this time. I have worn this cosplay before for Oz Comic Con, and yeah, I'm excited for Smash today. We'll also be volunteering at the WCS booth today, so we're going to be spending a few hours there, which means there might be some footage there. But yeah, I'm excited for SmashCon, and I guess we'll see you all there.
The first thing that we did when we got into the city, because we got there a little bit early, was go and try and find something to eat. I feel like it's a little bit of a tradition now, but we went to the Nest and got Toasty Smith before heading over to the Chinese gardens, where I was meeting with my friend Ben to take some cosplay photos. I had never taken photos in the Chinese gardens before, but I felt like it was the perfect place to get some Mitsuri photos. And since I didn't get any while I cosplayed her last time, I was really excited for the photo shoot.
Cosplay photos are done, and we are now I am now on my way to the ICC to go meet Alch and a few other friends as well. Yeah, huge thanks to Ben for taking photos of me in the garden. I had a lot of fun and they looked amazing when I saw the previews of them. But yeah, on my way into SmashCon itself now, and there's only two things I really want to get this year. The 30th anniversary Tamagotchi, so we gotta go find the Tamagotchi booth, and the Living Lewd hoodie that I couldn't get from AvCon. So that's my mission for today. We'll see if we can succeed. The Living Lewd hoodie might be sold out already. They sell out pretty quick at Smash. Anyway, I'll see you all in there.
I did want to note that the contacts were still irritating my eyes, so I took them out halfway through the photo shoot and got a few photos without them anyway, and I was glad I did. I would rather be able to see and save my eyes than be in constant pain. Also, here's a little fit check. When I finally got to the convention, I had to go find Alch. He didn't come in with me to the gardens and was helping our friend Inks out instead, but as soon as I found him, I had to leave him again to get in line to go get my 30th anniversary Tamagotchi. He went to go do the Artist Alley stamp rally instead. The Bandai Namco booth was very cool, and I was very tempted to get one of the Kuromi Tamagotchis as well. However, I was on a bit of a budget, so I only got the anniversary one. Outside the booth, they had the Tama Lab, where you could interact with the Tamagotchi and get a sticker, as well as see all the different models. They also had statues of Gundams, and I ran into some friends while I was walking around. I also wanted to go check out some of the One Piece figurines, especially the ships. I thought they were super cool, and some of the Pokemon statues. As I said before, the second thing I wanted to get was a Living Lewd hoodie, so I went and got in line for Living Lewd. Alch finally caught up with me here, and luckily they had the exact one in stock that I wanted. So we purchased that and then headed up to the WCS booth, which is the World Cosplay Summit booth, got all set up and started our 2-hour shift there.
Volunteering at the WCS booth now. We ended up getting the Living Lewd hoodie and the Tamagotchi, the two things that I wanted today, and that's it. And yeah, I am happy to just kind of chill for the next 2 hours. We've told some friends that we will be here, so hopefully people come by and say hi, but otherwise we're helping sell some pins and stuff for the WCS.
The pins and the shirts that we were selling were actually really cute, and I was really happy that we did make quite a few sales on the first day of the event. We also had some cosplayers come by and give us some ribbons to add to our badges, and took note that we could order matcha to the booth if we wanted. We'd already had one that day though, so we kept that in mind for Sunday. When our shift was done, we ran into a couple more friends on that level, and thankfully remembered to take some photos with them too. I have such a bad habit of going to events, seeing friends, and then not taking photos, so I was glad that I did. We then went downstairs back to floor 1 and started to walk around until the PAL World official card game caught our eye. We had a little bit of time, so we sat down and learnt to play. Once you had finished playing, you could go to the little photo booth at the back and get turned into one of their cards. We then met up with Yini and her partner, and Yini gave us some banana bread, which I was super excited about, and it was really tasty. We then returned to the car where I quickly got dressed and then met up with some other friends for dinner. That night we had brasa for dinner, which is all you can eat Brazilian barbecue, so vegan and vegetarian friends, please look away. But it was a lot of fun, and not only did we eat lots of food, but we were treated to performances. The dances were really lovely, the food was amazing, and afterwards we also went out and got some dessert. We just went to the ice cream shop near the ICC and got some there. And that was everything we did for SmashCon Day 1. Day 2 of SmashCon started a little bit late for us. We had a little bit of a sleep in the morning, and the first thing that we did when we got to the event was go for our shift at the WCS booth. We had staggered shifts this time, so while Alch sat at the booth for half an hour without me and got to catch these guys fighting, I went to explore the level 4 Artist Alley. This year, SmashCon had 2 sections of Artist Alley, one down on the bottom floor and one on level 4. Both of them were always super busy though. Once again, when it comes to Artist Alleys, I'm always looking for unique things or things I haven't seen before, as well as anything that's just really cool or catches my eye. I absolutely love this bucket hat. Because we go to SmashCon almost every year, there were quite a few artists that I have seen before, and quite a few of the items were also things that I see often at SmashCon. But I did try and capture anything that I thought was cute or that I thought you guys might enjoy as well. I also try my best to get the artist's name in the videos so that if you guys see anything that you like or want to buy in future, you can note down just who might be selling it. SmashCon was super busy this year, like I said, especially in the Artist Alley, and it was really hard to get to some of the booths. A lot of them had large crowds around them, which is great for the artists, but that also means I needed to video some of them from a distance. Another note I wanted to make, I always see these guys with the Peak car stickers at different conventions, as well as some other artists that have them as well, and I am yet to find a Zelda in Link version. I also told the person working the stand this, and I'm hoping that maybe at the next one I'll be able to get one for my car. Because I only had about 30 minutes in the Artist Alley, it was time for me to return to the WCS booth and start my shift. Luckily, we had some friends come by and drop us a matcha, and then after a few hours, it was time for us to head back downstairs so we could explore the rest of the con. Our first stop downstairs was at the Anime Kaika booth, where they were selling the One Piece and Bubbleware collection. I've worked with Bubbleware in the past, so I wanted to get as much content as I could of their collection, and I just think it was perfect that they were there, especially while Makanyu was a guest at the event too. It was then time to go check out some of the other exhibitors, and we ran into some more friends along the way, and luckily there were quite a few things that I hadn't really seen before. Here are some more car decals, but I really love these floor mats, the vintage textile kimonos, and these press-on nails. I've been seeing more and more of these at events, and I think it's such a good avenue, especially for cosplayers. We also went to the Illustrious Models booth to go check out the 3D props, and saw that they're starting to sell cosplay foam. I'm super excited about that because it's so hard to get some foam rolls locally for cosplay, so I spoke to them for a little bit. We then continued on our way, went past the Sylvanian family's booth, and then went to the That's Hot gift and collectibles booth. I'm not really one to collect figurines and things. I don't need another expensive hobby, but I'm always happy to look around, and the plushies were super cute, especially the Tamagotchi ones. By now, it was starting to get a little bit late, but the convention was not yet over. I think at this point we had about an hour until closing, so we decided to go through the artist alley that is downstairs. Even though I had walked around the convention quite a lot at this point, I hadn't actually had the chance to go check out the stalls in this part of the artist alley, and I was excited to continue my search for unique items. Even though SmashCon is primarily anime focused, a lot of the artists that table there make a lot of different products ranging from their own original characters, sceneries, movies and TV shows, and just some all-time favorites that people might want to buy. Some really cool things that I saw included these wooden Pokemon cards. It was a husband and wife duo. The husband made the cards and the wife crocheted the plushies. I also thought these Apple Watches were super cool. I've never seen any artist do something like this before, and I was tempted to get a Demon Slayer one for my Apple Watch, though I don't really know where that is. There were so many different unique style prints. However, as we're renting, I tend to not buy prints because there's nowhere for me to hang them up, and I'd love to see them on the wall if possible. It's also another reason that I like to record them in the vlogs, so I can come back later when we do have a place and I am looking for a specific artwork. I did also surprisingly see a lot of monochromatic art, and I just think black and white contrasting art is so cool to look at, and it definitely caught my eye. There were quite a few products centered around Pokemon, which I was always happy to see. And another art style that I love have been these blueprint style artworks, whether it's on characters or weapons within games. I just think it's amazing. Despite not getting to all of the artists in Smash this year, I hope they all had a wonderful time, and I'm sorry if I didn't get around to videoing you. The stalls were packed and I was also super busy, but you all did really well. We were finally reaching the end of the artist alley and coming up to the area where people lined up to meet Mackenyu. Unfortunately, I just didn't have time and also didn't apply to go and meet him, but it was super cool that he was a guest this year. We had a peek at the Smash merch booth and finally got some photos at the photo wall before having a look at some of the Smash art and then starting to head out. As the con came to a close, Alch went to go help Inks in the Artist Alley pack down, and I met up with our friends Drawing Dumpling and Beat Drop Bandit to wait for them. We ran into some guys who wanted Drawing Dumpling to sign their board. They were also super nice and let her try her luck by pressing the little LED on it.
Here.
Oh my god.
So, if you press this golden button here, where the arrow's pointing, you can train a very risky speed stuff.
Fuck. I'm fucked.
Alright. No injuries.
You got it. I can do this. I can do this.
No.
No.
You've rolled your ankles, broken your legs.
After the convention was completely finished, it was time for us to head outside and organize dinner. We all decided to go to Chinatown and get some dumplings, and then pretty much ended the night after that. And that's our SmashCon vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want to see more events like this, and thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video.